ስንት ሰዓት ላይ ነው የሚጀመረው ሚቲንግ? ማለት አሁን 9 ሰዓት ኦልሞስት 9 ሰዓት እየሆነ ነው እና ስንት ሰዓት ላይ እንደሚጀመር ከምን እንደሚያደርገኝ ሰው አለ?
Hello everyone, can you hear me? Great. Okay, so we are going to start the workshop in a moment. So I see that 53 people have already joined. And okay, there is one person that has raised their hands. Maybe let's get to them and we can move on to the workshop. So Amir. Okay, that was a mistake. I see. In that case, first of all, let me just say welcome to everyone. This is actually the first step of the hackathon, so you can definitely consider it as the starting point for A2SV for Impact Hackathon. So last year, as you guys know, we have prepared a similar session that in which there were 3,700 participants. So we started from that and then filtered out some people to the quarterfinal through this project idea submission. And after the quarterfinal, we had the semifinals. And then after the semifinals, we had the grand finale where top 9 teams were invited to Ethiopia, all expenses covered, and got the chance to present their projects both for the public and for the jury that were from different respected companies. The winner of the hackathon was able to secure 10,000 prize. The runner-up 8,000 and 6,000 respectively, and also there were other track winners. In which you guys most probably have seen those tracks in the website. This is how we are going to do it in this hackathon as well. We're going to start with the project idea submission. And after this project idea submission, we're going to select top 128 projects into the quarterfinals. And in the quarterfinals, it's going to mostly last for 3 days, but it's not perfectly 3 days. It's going to mostly last for 50 hours. And after this quarterfinal, we're going to select 32 projects that are going to be part of the semifinal. And in the semifinal, it's going to be a relatively long, of course. It's going to be somewhere around 6 weeks of hack where you will develop your project from just a hackathon project, a 3 days project, to a product that will be used by the public. So we're going to assign you with mentors, advisors that will assist you through the entire process in terms of the technical things and also the non-technical aspect of the project development. So in every step, we're going to be there to assist you. So as long as you guys give it the best, there's nothing that is going to limit you from succeeding. Even if, let's say, you don't win this hackathon, if you definitely dedicate your time and use the resources that we provide. By resources, I mean the mentors, the advisors, the assistant they provide you. You're definitely going to create a product that will definitely have the chance to transform into a startup or launch it by himself. So I strongly suggest you to take this seriously because it's really a huge opportunity. This is not just a hackathon; it also resembles some kind of an incubating thing. So give it your best shot to get the best out of it. So I see that there are many people here. So maybe before we start this workshop, let's just hear from some of you. So introduce yourself. Where are you from? And maybe your plan for this hackathon. So if there is any volunteer, you guys can raise your hands and I can call out to you. If not, I can call someone. Okay, Lionel, let's start with you.
Please excuse me, is for the presentation.
I'm sorry.
Oh, please, my bad. I was thinking that is for the presentation.
Okay, no worries. If that's the case, we can move on to other person. So I see Elvis has raised his hand. So if you could turn your camera and introduce us yourself, it would be appreciated.
Okay, sorry, I can't turn on my camera because of where I am right now. Can
No
we talk?
worries. If that's the case, you can just speak.
Thank you. So my name is Priye, and I'm a UX engineer based in Kigali. And my plan for this hackathon is to win, actually. Yeah.
Yes. I think that's everyone's plan, right? Is there anyone here just to participate? Okay. Yeah, so let's move on to Kingsley.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kingsley Ono from Nigeria. I'm a backend developer.
I
So
see.
for
So
this
what are your
hackathon,
expectations for this hackathon, Kingsley?
my expectation is I'm planning on making an impact on both agricultural sector, medical sector, and educational sector. It's going to be like a trial, a three-in-one application.
I see. I see. All right. Thank you so much, Kingsley. Is there any other point you'd like to add?
No, there's none.
All right. Thank you. So let's move on to, I'm not quite sure how can I pronounce this, but Zuhanglong. Sorry if I butchered the pronunciation.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my name is Derek. I'm from Kenya. I'm here for the ride. Just gonna have some fun.
Yes. All right. Thank you. Let's move on to, I guess, I think I have addressed Elvis. So yeah, let's go to Lionel.
Hello, my name is Lionel Toton. I'm from Benin, a software engineer in Benin. My expectation for this hackathon is to learn a lot, to win. To is the first is to win, and after all, to provide about this mixing of culture of insight together to build some beautiful some software and helpful.
I see. I see. Thank you so much, Lionel. Uh, Moise. Moise, I think you are muted.
Hi everyone, my name is Moise and I'm from Kigali. My expectation for this hackathon is to be aligned with the core people who are leading the next generation stuff or application, which is amazing. Thank you.
I see. Yeah, thank you so much, Moise. So yeah, we're running out of time. So I'm just going to select three more people. And actually, I see five people who has raised their hands. So I'm just going to like go to them, and we'll finish that. So let's start from Daniel.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, Daniel.
Hello. I have a few questions about the tournament. What are
Oh
the
yeah,
steps?
the Q&A. We'll have a dedicated session for the Q&A after the presentation. This
Okay.
one's just for introduction.
Okay. And when
Can you
is
introduce yourself for us?
okay? I'm a student at Addis Ababa University in Ethiopia, and yeah, that's that's basically it.
I see. All right. Thank you so much, Daniel.
Okay.
Let's move on to Magala.
Yeah, hello everyone. My camera isn't a bit clear, but I'm
No
Magala
worries.
Ruben from Kampala, Uganda, and my expectation for this is to learn along the way and to build solutions that will be used by Africans, like to solve some of the challenges that we are facing. I'm so excited, and I hope to we come up with something and like winning or anything. Yeah.
Let's see. Nice. Thank you, Magala. By the way, if you like, you can also use the chat box. Yeah, I have seen some people have already started introducing themselves on the chat box. So yeah, let's keep doing that. Emmanuel Pester.
Hello, I'm Emmanuel based from University of Malawi. Currently, just finished my fourth year. I'm actually excited to take part in the hackathon, and I'm actually willing to learn more and collaborate also from our fellow developers, and most importantly, to be able to work on projects that will solve the problems in Africa. Thank you.
I see. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Yeah, let's move on to the last three people. Then Sunny Riva.
Okay, thanks everybody. My name is Sunny Durba. I'm from Ethiopia,
Sunny, we
high school
cannot.
student. Okay, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay, my name is Sunny Durba from Ethiopia, a high school student, dedicated programmer.
Ooh, we have a high school student here. All right. Okay, welcome, Sandy. I guess you are one of the few high school students who are going to be part of this hackathon. Yeah,
Thank you.
wish you the best of luck. So,
Thanks.
Minta Frederick. Minta Frederick, can you hear us? Okay. If that's the case, let's move to the last person. Oh, Mahagon Benoit. Sorry.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Okay. I'm Romario Benoit Gandon from Benin. I'm a mathematics teacher and software developer. Thank you.
I see. Right. Thank you so much. So yeah, let's wrap the self-introduction right here. For those of you who didn't get the chance, please use the chat box to introduce yourself. Yeah, so I think it's time to move on to our next stage. So I would like to welcome the founder and the CEO of A2SV to give us a starting speech for this workshop. And after that, we'll dive into the workshop. So, Emre, can you hear us? Hello, Emre. Can you hear us?
Hi, Benet. Yes, I can hear you now. Sorry, you were
Okay,
breaking up
great.
for a second.
I
Is this
see.
my
Okay,
turn?
so yeah, yes, the stage is yours, Emre.
All right. Thank you very much, Benet. Let me introduce myself. My name is Emre. I am the founder and CEO of A2SV, Africa to Silicon Valley. We are a non-profit tech academy and incubator. So prior to starting A2SV, I worked in the Bay Area, California, at companies like Google and Palantir for about 8 years as a software and machine learning engineer. And after that, I wanted to show a point, the point that and for that reason, I came to Africa. I started working with great, lovely Ethiopian young engineers who want to make a change, a positive change in Africa and in the world. And together now, we are training hundreds of students all over the continent. We have in-person education in Ethiopia and Ghana, and we have remote education currently covering 20 African countries. And we would love to expand both offerings every corner of this continent. So it takes time, energy, and money, because A2SV is free. The single penny from our students. Indeed, we give money for internet connection so that our teammates can focus on their studies. And with this hackathon, our objective is to ignite the fire of innovation in Africa, utilize the power of AI to make a positive change for our communities. As you all know, AI is a very powerful technology. If you look at the most valued companies in the world now, they all do something related with AI. NVIDIA, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, Amazon, even Tesla. There is a big race to be the front runner in this field, in this impactful and transformative field. And what we want to do here is showing the world that this technology can be helpful everywhere, including Africa. And to be successful in this hackathon, you don't have to know a lot about AI or that's one of the reasons why we organize these workshops, to make it clear, even if you're not an expert in these fields, suggest tools, it is possible to make an impact. It is possible to design software solutions that are
I'm sorry, we're having trouble like hearing.
Ray, I think you're mute.
Sorry, guys. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
We can't hear you.
Yes.
Okay. At what point I was muted?
Right now.
All of it, or just the last 30 seconds or something?
The last few seconds.
Just the last part.
Okay, perfect. So you captured most of it already. Great. So, like, it was really nice to see.
Emre, you are also muted again.
Sorry, maybe somebody's muting me, guys. Sorry. Yes. How about now? Can you guys hear me? Perfect.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So, like, I am really happy to see all these great people from all over the continent. The energy is already amazing. And I just want to remind, there is no losing, guys. We are all going to win by learning, by getting to know each other, by seeing how AI can be utilized to make things better in Africa. So I'm not going to steal more time. Benimle and Zelalem, the stage is yours. Thank you very much. And at any time, feel free to reach out to us, the organization team, for questions. We are here to help. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Emre. So, yeah, without further ado, let's start the workshop. So Zelalem is here with me. So he'll start by introducing himself and we'll go to the workshop. So yeah, Zelalem.
Hello, everyone. My name is Zelalem Brahanu. I'm the business and product lead here at Africa Silicon Valley. And today we'll have a project idea submission workshop so that your project idea submission process is very smooth and informed. So now let me share my screen. Okay, can you all see my screen?
Yes, right now we have a Canva platform.
Okay, great. All right, so welcome to the workshop, everyone. Today, first we'll talk about the questions that we have for you guys. We'll dissect all the questions, we'll analyze them, and we'll see what the best practices are and how you should be answering those questions. Next, we move on to the criteria that we'll be considering during evaluation. So once you know our criteria, you can actively work towards it. And the third point that we'll be raising today is the brainstorming and idea generation techniques, so that once you have an idea of what you want to do, you can expand upon it and come up with something concrete. Then we'll move on to some tips that I'll be giving you, and finally we'll have our Q&A session where you give us your questions, and then I'll do my best to answer it. All right,
Guys,
so let's. What is that?
Hello, Binyam. My name is Tesfali. I'm from Ethiopia.
Okay.
I'm a software engineering student. My expectation is to winning on this competition.
Okay. All right. Great. So let's move on to the workshop, and if you have any questions, we'll do them in the end. Okay. All right. Okay. So analyzing the questions for idea submissions. So the first thing that you'll be seeing when you open the idea submission form is this screen in front of me. So after you click start, you'll move on to the idea submission portals. So the very first question that we'll be asking you is what problem you aim to solve. So this is the very first step, and it's the foundation for your idea. So the first thing that you should be doing is to clearly articulate the problem that you aim to solve. So by when you clearly articulate a problem, you should avoid using vague or overly broad statements. For example, if you say you want to solve the education problem that we have in Africa, it's really broad and it has a lot of components under it. So that's not a really strong problem statement. So as an alternative, you can say, I want to solve the primary school educational problems in Ethiopia. So that's a very specific problem and a feasible one. So next, you should also be using specific examples or data to highlight the issue. Okay, so let's see the exemplary response, and I'll explain as we go on. So the problem statement for this is businesses often struggle to create engaging and personalized content that resonates with their target audience. This leads to reduced customer engagement and limited reach. According to a recent survey by the Content Marketing Institute, 60% of businesses reported a decline in customer interaction due to generic content, and 45% cited a lack of resources as a major challenge in content creation. So here, you guys can see that I've used very specific examples and also data to highlight the issue. There also isn't any broad statements. It's a very articulate and specific problem that I am aiming to solve. All right, so this is it about the first question. And for the second question, we'll ask you to outline your proposed solution. So now you've identified what problem you want to solve, and you've stated that there is a clear problem based on your data. So now you want to propose a solution for that problem, right? So what you should be doing for this is you should clearly describe your solution. So it shouldn't be vague. It shouldn't make us wonder what the solution exactly is. It should be very clear and in simple words. So you should explain how the solution addresses the problem. There should be a direct correlation between the problem that you're aiming to solve and the solution that you've proposed. Next, you should focus on the key features and benefits of your proposed solution. So let's see all of this in the exemplary response. So we propose an AI-powered content generation platform that uses advanced generative AI algorithms to create tailored and compelling social media content. Our platform generates high-quality content that aligns perfectly with each business's unique voice and objectives by analyzing user preferences, market trends, and brand guidelines. Though in the development phase, our preliminary tests indicate a potential to reduce content creation time by 50%. All right, so what did we see here? First thing is that there's a direct correlation between the solution that I've proposed now and also the problem that I aim to solve. So the solution is also very clear. I'm proposing an AI-powered content generation platform that uses advanced generative AI algorithms. So this is very clear and it's in simpler words. So I also focused on the key features and benefits. Here, the key features are that it generates high quality content by analyzing user preferences, market trends, and brand guidelines. And also the benefits are stated in the preliminary test. It's reduced content creation time by 50%. So this is a very strong solution statement. Now, moving on to the next question. It will be listing alternatives that people currently use to solve the problem. Here is where you do your market research and dig more about the competitors that you guys have. So the very first step is to research. So there's lots of material online. You can use different tools online to search for the solutions that are currently solving the problem that you aim to solve. So here you can have a long list. It might be, if it's a very niche problem, it could be a very small list, or if it's a broad one, you can have a lot of competitors in your industry. So here you can highlight your limitations, the limitations that other alternatives have. So it's a great way to position yourself as a solution that would be better than your alternatives. And finally, be honest about your competition. Because if you find an alternative that does a good job and actually do very
Hi
well around the
guys.
world,
Hello.
you shouldn't hide this fact. Hello? All right, so let's move on. All right, so let's check out the exemplary response. So currently, businesses either manually create content in-house or outsource content agencies. While in-house creation can be time-consuming and lacks creativity, outsourcing is often expensive and results in generic content that fails to engage the target audience effectively. For instance, ACME Corp spends $10,000 monthly on outsourced content, failing to achieve their engagement goals. So here we've done our research on other solutions. We've also highlighted the limitations that they have. And finally, we're honest about our competition. So we've also given data to further extend our credibility. Okay, so moving on. Next question that should be asked is, why should customers choose your solution over alternatives? So this is what we call the unique value proposition. So as stated, in most cases, you won't be the unique ones providing that solution, but you can be better from your alternatives or from your competition in many ways. So here, you should emphasize your unique value proposition. What unique value do you propose? And also how is your solution superior to the existing alternatives? Because if you are not better than your alternatives in one way or another, there's no reason customers would choose your solution. And for this, of course, use data and testimonials whenever available. So the exemplary response for this could be, our solution offers a revolutionary approach to content creation by leveraging AI to produce personalized, high-quality content at scale. Unlike manual or outsourced methods, our platform ensures relevance, creativity, and a faster turnaround, saving businesses time and resources. Although newly developed, our concept has been validated by industry experts for its potential to reduce costs and increase engagement. So here we've highlighted and emphasized upon our unique value proposition. We've also explained how our solution is superior to the existing alternatives. And we've also used data and testimonials. So whenever you have any data or testimonial to support your claim, use it as much as possible. Okay, now the next question you'll be asked is to list your target customer segments in order of priority. So you can have different customer or target segments, and for this you should clearly list them down. First, identify them, list them down, and then prioritize your customer segments. Um, because doing this will benefit you because you can be specific about who will be the most benefited from your solution. To organize your customer segments and to identify them, you can consider different metrics like demographics, behaviors, psychological needs, and firmographics. So after you do this, you can prioritize them and see which group would be the most benefited from your solution. So let's see the exemplary response. Our primary target segments are small to medium-sized businesses that need efficient and cost-effective content solutions. Secondary segments include marketing agencies looking to enhance their service offerings and social media influencers who require high-quality, engaging content to maintain and grow their follower base. According to market research, there are over 500,000 small businesses in Ethiopia, providing a substantial market opportunity. So here, as you can see, we've identified two different target customer segments. So the first are the small to medium-sized businesses, and the secondary segments include marketing agencies. So we've identified them and we've listed the small to medium-sized businesses to be our primary target because of our research. So the research says that there are over 500,000 small businesses in Ethiopia, and this is a big market opportunity for us, and that's why it's placed in the primary target. All right, next. You'll be asked about who your early adopters are likely to be. So your early adopters are people who would be your very first beta testers and your very first customers. So you should clearly define them. Because once you define your early adopters, you can easily test your product. You can also receive feedbacks, and feedback is a very important aspect of a product. So whenever you're developing a product, you need to watch out for the user experience. And for the user experience, you can't really define it unless it's in the hands of your customers and they give you the feedback. So that's why we identify our early adopters. So you define your early adopters, and you also look for who are the most likely to appreciate and use your solutions early on. You can consider their characteristics and motivations to develop your early adopters. So let's check out the exemplary response. Our early adopters are likely to be tech-savvy, small to medium-sized businesses in Ethiopia, particularly those in the retail and hospitality sectors. These businesses are open to innovation and actively seek out new technologies to improve their marketing efforts. Early adopters will benefit from your personalized onboarding and dedicated support, ensuring that they will succeed quickly and efficiently. All right, I hope you can hear me now. Okay. All right, yeah. So I was saying our early adopters are identified to be tech-savvy, small to medium-sized businesses in Ethiopia. So we've also listed out why they would be our early adopters. And it's because they are open to innovation and they actively seek out new technologies to improve their marketing efforts. So once we have this, it will be easy for us to reach out to them when our product is complete or whenever we need feedbacks or beta testers. Okay, so the next question is to list methods to monetize your product. This is also a very important question you guys have to answer because if a product can't sustain itself in monetary terms, then it won't be a sustainable product. So we want you to propose a clear and feasible monetization strategy. So there are a lot of monetization strategies like freemium models, advertisement models, subscription models, and the list goes on. So you can propose a monetization strategy that's essential for your product and feasible for your product. You should also explain why your chosen methods would be suitable for your target market, because now you know who your target market is and who your early adopters will be. So you have to explain how those target markets will be able to use the monetization strategy that you're proposing. And finally, your monetization strategy should be scalable and sustainable. Because for your early adopters, they might be a very small group, but in the future, hopefully, when the product is successful, it should be scalable. It should apply to a lot of people and a huge chunk of your target market. So we can see the exemplary response here. We will offer tiered subscription plans that provide access to our core platform with varying levels of features. Our basic plan will cost $50 per month, providing essential content generation capabilities, while a premium plan with advanced features such as analytics and bespoke content customization will be priced at $200 per month. Additionally, we will offer a pay-per-use model for occasional users who need content on demand. To cater to different customer needs, we will provide options for enterprise-level customization and integration services. So as you can clearly see here, it addresses the different target markets. And the proposed monetization strategy is a tiered subscription plan. So this can be a really good way to show that you have different methods to monetize your products. And now moving on to the next question. You'll be asked what challenges do you expect to face throughout your project? So actually being vulnerable and expressing the challenge that you face as a project and as a team is very important. You have to be very, honest about your potential challenges, because if you're honest, then you can have different mitigation plans and you can assess the risk. All right, I'm back again. Okay, so showing that you have risk assessment and different mitigation plans is actually a plus for the judges, because it shows that you've really thought it through. And then once you have your challenges, your mitigation plans, you can demonstrate your team's capability to handle obstacles. Because since it's the team that drives this project forward, you have to demonstrate that your team is actually capable of handling different obstacles or challenges that it might face. So the exemplary response for this would be, one of our primary challenges we anticipate is the integration of diverse AI algorithms to ensure seamless content generation. To address this, we have assembled a team of experienced AI developers and will implement a rigorous testing and validation process to ensure smooth and reliable functionality. Additionally, we plan to establish partnerships with local tech firms to support ongoing development and integration efforts. So here we have our potential challenges. We have mitigation plans, and then we've also demonstrated that our team will be capable of handling this obstacle. All right, so the next question, this will be the last question. Here we give you space to share any additional information you would like to share about your project. So this will be a free space for you, but a good tip to keep in mind is first you have to keep it relevant and concise. And next, you should definitely use this opportunity to highlight any unique aspects or additional strength of your project. So if you have anything that you think will make you stand out, this is the place to add that information. So the example response for this would be, as a team of students, we bring fresh perspectives and innovative thinking to the table. Our project leverages cutting-edge AI and machine learning technologies, and we are committed to continuous learning and improvement. We actively incorporate user feedback to refine and enhance the platform, ensuring it meets the needs of businesses effectively. We prioritize user experience and data security, aiming to revolutionize content generation and empower businesses to achieve their marketing objectives efficiently and effectively. So here we kept it very relevant, very concise, and we've also highlighted any unique aspects and strength of our project. So this is very important, and it will make you stand out from your peers. So this is it about the questions that you will be asked. now we'll take a look at the criteria that we will be using to evaluate your responses. So the very first criteria that we'll be using is the problem and solution clarity. So in this criteria, we'll be assessing if the problem is clearly defined and if the proposed solution is well articulated and easy to understand. So here it has to be very concise, very easy to understand. It doesn't have any jargons, and we also have to see that the problem and the solution are correlated. So this is very important, and this is the first criteria. And the second criteria is the relevance to AI. As you all know, this hackathon focuses mainly on the applications and uses of AI. And we want to see that your project leverages AI technology. So we will judge how effectively it uses AI technology. So keep this in mind. So this third criteria that we'll be considering is the impact. So we will see what the potential positive impact of your project is, and we'll ask if it addresses a significant issue and other meaningful benefits. So having an impact, having a solution that really addresses a problem that Africa has is important. So please work on this and make sure that it's very impactful to the continent. So the next criteria that we'll be using is the assessing the competitive advantage. So we'll be asking what sets your project apart from existing solutions. So does it offer any unique advantage or innovation, or is it basically the same as others? So here it's very important to stand out. And as I've told you before, when you're listing your alternatives, you should highlight who they are, should be honest about it, and you should also state what makes you different from your alternatives. So that's very important. The fifth criteria that we'll be using is the market potential and customer segmentation. So we'll be asking if there's a clear market for the project, if there are customer segments identified and prioritized, and what the market potential looks like. So here we will be assessing how, to how many people or a section of your target market your product would be available to. So that's why you should clearly work on the target market that you have and also the customer segments identified and prioritized, as I've told you before. So that is important. The sixth criteria that we'll be using is the monetization strategy. Since the monetization strategy is very essential for the everlasting sustainability of your project, it's very important that you have a clear and viable plan for monetizing your product. So we'll see the potential revenue streams that you've identified and explained, and how you'll be using it and how it matches to your target market, and if it's relevant and feasible for them to apply. And now I believe the last criteria is the challenges and risk management. So we'll be seeing the challenges the project might face and how the team plans to mitigate these risks. Because we all in our project, there will always be challenges. There will always be challenges, and there will always be risk assessment and mitigation plans. So we want to see how far you've gone through this and how much thoroughly you've taught it to. All right, so these are the criteria that we'll be using to judge your idea. So now we finished the first. All right, I'm back, guys. All right. So in the first part, we've talked about the project idea submission questions and the questions that we'll be asking you, and we've talked about we've talked about what the best practices are for answering these questions. And the second part, I've talked about how we're going to judge your responses based on the questions that we've given to you. So after judging them, then you'll be evaluated. So now I would like to talk about different brainstorming and idea generation techniques. So that once you have a core idea of what you want to do, or after you've developed or identified a problem that you want to solve, then you use these idea generation techniques to further expand your ideas. Okay, so we have a lot of idea generation ideas, techniques, and three of them are what I'd like to discuss today. And these are the most common techniques. So the first one is mind mapping. The second one is called scamper, and finally, third one is the SWOT analysis. So let's take a look at each of them turn by turn. All right, so the first is mind mapping. Mind mapping is a visual representation of ideas and concepts branching out from a central theme. So this method enhances creativity, it organizes thoughts and improves your memory, and it lets you clearly see what you're mapping. So this one is a very common technique, and it will definitely be beneficial for your project. You can do this in teams, and it will let you see different connections that perhaps you haven't seen before, or you can map different nodes to different nodes and come up with something new. So the next method is called a scamper. Scamper is a creative thinking process that prompts you to ask questions about existing products or services. So this is very practical because usually in our world, coming up with something completely new is a bit difficult. So usually what we do is we innovate, right? So when we innovate, we ask questions about existing solutions and we try to enhance them or change them in some sort. So scamper is actually an abbreviation. So it's substitutes. It's stands for substitute, combine, adopt, modify, put to another use, eliminate, and reverse. So here, let's go through each one by one. So substituting, you can perhaps substitute, a component of one system into another and come up with something new or innovate something new. Using combine, you can combine two different things and come up with something new. With adopt, you can adapt the usage of one thing to another and have a new way to go about it. And for modify, you can just change just a few things, something very small to an existing thing, and come up with something new or innovate it into something else. For put to another use, maybe let's say something is made for project A, but then you saw that it can also be used for project B, but in different ways. So that is also another innovation. Next, there's elimination. So you can take out something from one system and see that it actually enhances the efficiency, or it might be better to do some other thing. Finally, reverse. You can take the system that's in the end point of a greater system and bring it forward. You can have something new, or you can reverse engineer it to build something new or come up with a new idea. So this system stimulates new ideas and it enhances your problem solving skills. That's a very interesting to use. So I'd also suggest this. And finally, we have the SWOT analysis. So SWOT analysis is a framework for analyzing strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So as you can see on the left side, we have four squares. So the top two are the strength and weaknesses, which are internal factors. And the bottom two are external factors, which are opportunities and threats. So by identifying the strength, weaknesses, opportunities, threats of your system or your solution, you can come up with new ideas. You can identify risks and have mitigation plans for that. So for strength, those are internal factors that are positive. Weaknesses are internal factors that are negative. By internal factors, we mean from inside the team. So opportunities and threats, those are outside, things that you cannot control. For example, it could be weather, it could be political issues. Those are all external. So yeah, opportunities are the ones that could be leveraged. Threats are the ones that could cause trouble. So this is it about the brainstorming and idea generation techniques. So finally, I would like to give you some tips. So the first is to refine your idea. So refining your idea helps to make them clear and compelling. It's essential to iterate and improve your initial concepts. So when you're refining your ideas, perhaps you might have your idea, and then you pass it on to your team members, to your family, to your friends, and they ask you very essential questions. Maybe they give you angles that you've never thought of. So that helps you to refine your idea to make them very compelling. So you should do that before submitting your idea. And next, you should articulate your idea. So when articulating, you should be very concise and clear in your descriptions, and you should always use simple language. There is no need to use jargons. So if you have, a very groundbreaking idea, but you're not able to articulate that idea into something very clear, that could be a huge problem for you. Next is using tools like Gen AI. So now it's the day of AI and the day of ChatGPT. And you should definitely leverage tools like ChatGPT and perhaps other image generation tools and AI models to structure your ideas more effectively. They'll help you out a lot in so many ways. So definitely use them to your advantage. And finally, innovative and out-of-the-box thinking. So here, don't be afraid to propose very bold solutions that might seem crazy because those ideas are actually the ones that will often stand out. And since it's a hackathon, we're encouraging you to only start the process and not finish everything. So this will So this is it for the presentation. Thank you for listening. Now we can go to the Q&A session. Okay, thank you, everyone. Yeah, we can start with Lionel. Lionel Toton.
Yes, thank you for your performance. We appreciate. My main question is, will us have get some of API that you will provide us to use it, or you have to provide it by ourselves?
Did you say data?
Yeah, data, specifically API for model AI. What I mean.
I'm not sure I understand your question. You say data for what exactly?
No. I was talking about APIs, key APIs
Oh,
of key APIs
API
of
keys, you
AI
mean?
models. Yeah, I want to know that if we have to provide it by ourselves, or you will give us some resources that is a collection about of this API case.
Oh, I see. I understand. So for that, no, that'll actually be for you to handle. For different AI models, actually at this stage, you might not need to use the advanced models. You can just use the free models in order to bring some ideas and to make your MVP. So we won't be providing API keys for that.
Okay. And another question, please. I want to know that if we have to focus our ID on the environment, principally like our location in our country before submitting, finding the real problem. I want to know if you have to do that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because in your problem statement, it has to be compelling, and we have to clearly understand your problem, right? So we also have to see the impact. We judge based on impact. So it might not necessarily have to solve the problem of all of Africa, but if it's in your country, if it solves a significant problem in your country and you have a significant market opportunity in your country, then that's also a great project.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, great. All right, so I have another question from Raymond. Raymond, you can go.
Okay, so I'm using two phones. It's Raymond at the same time, Mr. Kuto. So my question is, where are we getting this PDF? Is it from the WhatsApp chat or where exactly? That's my biggest question.
Oh, the PDF, this presentation?
Yes, the slides. Yes, maybe we would want to go.
Yeah, you will get it on the WhatsApp group.
Okay, that's all. That is just my question. Thank you very much.
Yeah, great. We'll send it right after this workshop ends. Okay, so another question from Haile Gabriel. Before we move on, we'll also be submitting it on the Telegram channels. I just saw a comment. Yeah. Haile Gabriel, do you want to go? All right. Maybe you.
Okay.
Okay, Haile
Can
Gabriel.
you hear me? Can you hear
I
me?
can hear you.
Okay. Thank you very much for having you. I have some sort of questions, actually. The first one is, you have said on your website, we will have a mentorship for your team. So how could we go with our mentors? Because we may have some kind of projects that are ideas for implementation. So how could we get our mentors?
I see. So regarding mentors, I'll pass you on to Bamnet, and he'll answer that question real quick. Okay.
Okay.
He's asking about mentorship.
Okay. Could you maybe repeat that question?
Okay. Can I repeat the question?
Yeah.
Okay. So in your website, you have said you will have mentor for our project. So how could it be possible for that? Because for example, in
make
our
it?
Yeah, because we have five members in our team, and the members are different in country. Actually, we have different countries. So how could we get our advisors or mentors for our projects?
So So the sessions that you are going to have with the mentors, all of them are going to be virtual. So there is no need to be in the same space or place at the same time. So we're going to arrange different meetings that are most probably going to be through Google Meet or Zoom calls. So that's how we have planned to execute this mentorship session. So there is no need to be in the same place, even if, let's say, your team members are in the same country. As long as you guys can hop on the meeting, you have a reliable internet connection, you definitely can get the best out of this mentorship.
Okay. So the second question will be like, when should we start our projects? Or we have to prepare a documentation that's forward for you?
Yeah, so as of the execution of the project, so the first stage is, of course, submitting your ideas. So this will start today and it will be finalized on July 15. You may start your project during the quarter final kickoff. So it is stated in the rules that all of the projects that are going to be presented in this hackathon must be done during the time of the hackathon. So the project development and any other materials that you are going to submit must be prepared during the time of the hackathon. So for the quarterfinals, it's going to start on July 19. So you'll start executing on the ideas that you have submitted, starting on and finalize it on July 21. That's all for the quarterfinals. And let's say if you make it to the semifinals, then you'll have 6 weeks to continue working on your project.
Okay, okay. So we should start from today. Our titles.
Yes, today you should start brainstorming your ideas and like giving a structure on your ideas. Like just an idea might not be enough. As Alan mentioned previously, there are different aspects in which we are going to evaluate ideas. So compile your ideas in a way that is going to fit matrices that Alan just mentioned. So you should work on that now till July 15. And on July 19, you will start the implementation phase.
Okay, so our title will be for our representatives.
Yeah, one of your team member can submit it.
Okay,
But
thank you very much for your time.
You don't. All right, thank you. One remark: you don't have all of you don't have to submit it. If you just submit, if only 1% from your team submits, that would be enough.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Okay, my question is are you going to provide us a presentation slide templates that we will use, and if they would be, how many pages, what is the max pages we are going to bring?
The presentation slide, I don't understand. What do you mean by that?
Like the templates we are going to use for the project's idea submission.
So for the project idea submission, there is no need to submit any slide. You just have to fill the form that we are going to send to you right after this meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so let's go to the hand queues. Okay, let's start with Samuel Dream.
Okay, thanks everybody. My name is Samuel Druba. I'm from Ethiopian, the capital city of Addis Ababa. Okay, my question is, in this hackathon challenges, what kinds of project we do?
So your project is not limited to anything as long as you integrate AI in your project to solve some kind of problem. You are allowed to work on anything.
Okay, and also, what is the main content it includes?
The main content? What do you mean by main content?
Yeah, our problem project we solve that project is what the main content it includes.
Yeah, so the main theme is, like I said, it's how we are going to utilize AI in order to solve the problems that we see in Africa. So as long as you solve something that you see is important in Africa through AI, it's going to be admittable. That project will be admittable.
Okay. It not needs other programming language like Python.
There is no like limitation to the programming language or frameworks that you have to use. So you are like free to use any kind of programming language and also frameworks.
Okay. Our submission is up to what day?
July 15th. Okay, let's move on to the next person. Okay, sorry, Samuel. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Samuel. Emmanuel Tester. But it's important to share what we have mentioned. Emmanuel, can you hear us? They're asking some questions.
Hello. Okay, thank you so much. I'm Emmanuel Baster from Malawi. I hope you can hear me.
No.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Yeah. So my first question is, since we had to apply in the first place, that is submitting the team name, and also some of us also submitted also the team members. That was the first application. Are we supposed to submit the project ideas using the very first uh, names of the team members that we had, or how are we going to do it?
Yeah. Yeah. So the information that you are going to submit in the project idea submission form must be similar to the one that you have submitted during the registration. So let's say, Emmanuel Bester, you are the team leader when you submit your team members' information. So in the project idea submission, if it asks team leader, then it has to be Emmanuel Bester in the team leader part.
All right. Thank you so much. So, which means everyone who applied, it doesn't, it like, there is the only consideration that people will have an as assurance that they've been picked will be based on the projects, not the first submission that we did.
Yeah, so the first submission is just to collect your information and onboard you in the hackathon process. So now this is where the real deal starts. And this is where will start evaluating your ideas. And once we have done that, we're going to step forward to evaluating how you are going to implement those ideas. So the first one is just the onboarding process. Now you're submitting your ideas.
All right. Thank you. One last question is, which means even those people who didn't apply for the teams and everything, they can still submit the ideas?
No, they cannot. They must be registered to the hackathon first in order to be considered. So you can also see it in the team registration form. It says that this is not an onboard, like at the very first page, there is a note that says that this is not the onboarding process of the hackathon. You must be registered for the hackathon before you submit this idea. So registering first is mandatory.
Okay. All right. I think that's what you also need to make it very clear on the WhatsApp group. Most people are not aware of that.
Sure. We're going to do that.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, so I have seen that where is the link for project idea submission. So we are going to send it right now in the WhatsApp groups and in the Telegram groups. And right after that, we are also going to send out emails for the team leaders and also for those who have registered individually about the project idea submission. Okay. So Sunny Drib.
Okay, thanks again. My first question is the project that we work on is gonna be given to us? I mean, you have to work on health or you have to
No,
work
it's not going to be given for you. Like I said previously, you are open to work on anything as long as you incorporate AI to solve some problem that you see uh, in the continent of Africa.
Oh, okay. And the last question is the submission for the project is gonna be by the video editing like the last year?
What do you mean by video
Uh,
editing?
yeah, I mean when we submit the project, when we finish it, so we have to present our project by video.
Oh, yeah, this is not like this is just the first stage. So you're going to just submit the ideas. The deadline is going to be July 15. And once we have selected top 128 ideas based on the criteria that Zalalam just mentioned, then we're going to do the implementation and also the demonstration.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thank you, Sunny. Sunday, can you hear us? Sunday. Okay. If Sunday cannot hear us, then let's
Hello.
move on to Gilbert.
Can you hear me?
Okay,
Can you hear
Sunday,
me?
you're back. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I want to ask, when submitting the idea, how much technicality should we include? Like, do we have to include the model we'll be using and data source and data set? That was question one. Then question two, after registering, can I change a team member? Like, can I remove a team member, maybe add another one? And then thirdly, what's the timeline for the implementation? Because the one on the website is not well articulated. If you can present us the timeline, like when are we submitting, when is the semi-final ending, where's the idea submission ending, and give us a better articulated timeline.
Okay, so if you can, let me maybe share the website here. Share my screen. So if you can see here in the hackathon timeline, the registration is going to be from June 1 to July 15. The project idea submission is going to be from July 8 to July 15. At the workshop, we're going to have the most 13 and 14 in the quarterfinal, in which you are going to start implementing. It will be July 19 to 21. And the semi-final is going to be conducted in this timeline and so on for the grand final. So you can get the full information about the timeline in the website. Going back to your second question, which is changing the team members. So as long as you inform us through email, you are allowed to change your team members. And regarding the technical details, so we don't like it would be nice if you mentioned the technical details because it will be part of like the feasibility section. So like it's not going to hurt your application if you mention those. It will actually help it. So I would say you don't have to be deep. You don't have to explain the technicality like in a deep way, but mentioning them will definitely help you out. Okay, let's move on to Gilbert.
Okay, thank you. So my question is it a must that you form groups? And can you
Yes.
submit? Can you submit like one person? So is it a must you form groups?
So yeah, in order to participate in this hackathon, you must have a team which is comprised of 3 to 5 members. For those who have registered individually, we have given you the time to form a team. So if you guys have not formed a team by tomorrow, actually, we are going to start assigning you team. So you don't need to worry about that. We're going to create a team from the pool of people that have registered individually in a way that your skill kind of your team members have a complementary skill to yours. So you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. So and how will I be informed that
Yeah, so
these are my
your
team
team
members?
members, yeah, we're going to inform it through email.
Okay. So the next question is based on mentors. Are mentors based on regionals or like for example, I'm in Kenya. So will we for the teams in Kenya will we have a region a mentor based on Kenya or how will it go about?
The mentorship is going to be conducted remotely, so location is not going to be a limiting factor.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Gilbert. So moving on to Mikhail.
Hello.
Yes, Mikhail.
Are we going to build the project right now, or is there a timeline to build it?
So I have mentioned this a couple of times. So for everyone who is here, The implementation of the project is going to start on the quarterfinals, which is going to be on July 9, 19. So 1/9. So after we select the top 128 projects for the quarterfinal, these projects will start implementing their project starting from July 19, which is the quarterfinal.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Mikhail. Last one is Yahuza Sunny.
Hello. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. When I checked the website for last year, I saw that the team is based on generative AI.
Yes.
That means they build all their projects based on generative AI. Is it the same generative AI this time around, or as whole as AI, so that you can maybe divert in different section of AI, not only generative AI?
Yeah, so in this year's hackathon, we're not just going to limit it to generative AI, it's going to be AI in general. So previously in generative AI, the model or the models that you are going to use is going to be something that is going to generate some content. But that's not the case for this hackathon. You can start working on, let's say, this is example, let's say on image segmentation tasks, or like voice detection. I don't know if it's like something useful and is going to solve a problem and have an impact. You're not limited with generative AI. You can work on any AI applications.
Okay. And can we integrate IoTs or some hardware to our project?
Definitely.
Like a physical,
You are allowed to do that as long as as long as you have some
is generative AI.
core material, not generative AI, just AI. As long as you have that, you can integrate it with almost anything. You can create IoTs, virtual realities. The possibilities are limitless. All right. Thank you, Yahuza. Moving on to Dennis.
Hello. I was asking you how many how many ideas can we submit? Can I be in a position to submit more than 2 or 3 3 ideas?
No. You are allowed only to submit one idea. So let's say if you have more than one idea, you need to submit the one that you think is the best. So we are allowed only to submit one idea, Dennis.
Okay, got it.
All right. Thank you so much, Dennis. Let's move on to the next person. It's a little bit hard to pronounce it, but Lewandol Bansi.
Hi, thanks for the opportunity. So I just firstly just wanted to ask, when it comes to probably the idea and whoever wins, is it going to be, for example, if it's a good enough idea to grow a business off it, then who has the intellectual property? Are we able to get support to grow it into a super huge project? In case maybe it's the next Facebook like thing, like where it's a startup and then it grows. And then secondly, I just wanted to know, is it possible to share the past hackathon teams and projects so that also we can it's easier for us to model and see how teams lost or won, which teams managed to do well. So throughout their parts and probably also their presentations.
I see. So let's start from your second question about past winner projects. So you can definitely, we have in our website, there is a section that's called Meet 2023 Winner Project. So we have stated them here. So you can just click more to gauge the details. So here are the team members. You can see here is their demo, their pitch, and also the website that they have developed during that. So if you want some kind of inspiration, you can definitely go to this section. So yeah, in order to know about the past winning projects, there is already a section in the website. So go there and try to visit that. Regarding your first question, I think about the ownership of the idea. The owners of this project are going to be you guys, the one who generated this project. So maybe to give, if you, I'm not quite sure if you have seen one testimonial videos that was created by the second place winner, Yeni AI. So this team has already like transitioned from just being a hackathon project to a startup, like by using the prize money they have got from here and from other places. So you are entitled for the entire ownership of the projects, and also if it's transitioned to a startup or any kind of organization, you the one who generated and worked on the idea are the owners. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Dennis, let's get back to you then. Hello, Dennis. Can you hear us? Okay, if that's the case, let's move on
I
to
was
Vincent.
asking,
Okay, Dennis.
what's the objective of this project? Are you getting me?
Which project?
This hackathon project.
Okay, so the main objective of the hackathon is to, first of all, foster projects that are focused in AI and that are going to be useful for the African community while solving the problems that we see in Africa. So this is the main objective. So we are looking for projects that are capable to transform Africa digitally and contribute something that is going to be useful for us.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, let's move on to Vincent then. Vincent, can you hear us?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hello. So my question is, once you register the team, is it a must the individual members to register? Or, the team
Vincent, your voice is not audible now. Sorry. Maybe if you can speak again, let's try that out.
Hello.
Hello, Vincent.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now it's clear.
Oh yes. So my question was, once I have registered we have registered as a team, is it a must for individual members to register individually, or registration of the team is enough?
No, once you have registered, once the team lead have registered that, the team members doesn't have to register individually. The register individually option is only for those who doesn't have a team and wants to create a team within the hackathon.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, guys. All right, so yeah, I think we are done with the questions. If you guys have any more questions, maybe later on, definitely feel free to write it in the WhatsApp discussion topic. Our team is ready to answer the questions that we are going to have. So I'm going to take this one last question from Haile Gabriel, and we're going to finalize this session. Okay, Haile Gabriel, continue.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my question is, do you have any certifications or participated in the hackathon competition?
Yes, so we have certifications for those who are going to reach the quarterfinals. So for the 128 teams, we'll definitely provide certificates. And also, like as we progress to the semifinals and the finalists, we're going to provide the certifications accordingly. But yeah, the certification are going to start from the quarterfinals.
Okay, okay, thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Haile Gabriel. Okay, team. So yeah, this is all about this project idea submission workshop. I would like to thank Zalalem, who took his time to prepare the slides and also come here to present those slides. So yeah, thank you, Zalalem. Yeah, so this definitely marks the starting point of the hackathon. So it's based on your project idea that we are going to select you to be part of the quarterfinals. So take this seriously and take your time, craft your project ideas in a way that is going to be like similar with the objectives and the grading matrices that we have just mentioned. So yeah, don't rush. Take your time. The deadline is going to be July 15. Have multiple round of refinements before you submit idea, and make sure that the way you articulate is going to be perfect, because we are not going to know the ideas that you want to work on like by reading your mind. It's the thing that you are going to submit that is going to be like read by the project evaluator. So like have an emphasis in the way you are going to communicate these ideas because that's how we are going to understand that. So yeah, best of lucks for everyone. And like I said, if you have any questions from now on, you can definitely mention them in the WhatsApp and Telegram groups. Yeah, so I hope to see you in the quarterfinals. Wish you the best of lucks. Goodbye.
Yo, what you saying, teach?
All right. This is great. See you guys. Wow, wishing you all the best.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye, guys. C'est Sanyi, yeah? Sanyi.
Yes, yes.
The little boy in the the tribute. Hope
Yeah.
to see you in the quarterfinal, bro.
Okay, see you too.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Looking for
teammates. Bye bye.
Bye everyone. Good luck.
Good luck, right? See you in the quarterfinals.
See you in Ethiopia. I will welcome.
We'll hustle together over there. So,
Come to Addis Ababa, be fast, okay? We're really waiting for you.
We are open in Addis Ababa.